Hello world, how's it going? So I'm here with John. Is it okay if I say your full name?
Yeah.
John Stoller. He's a Circle City Aquarium Club member that lives in the same city as I do, and he's got some great fish tanks here. As you can see, they're just loaded full of babies, and he's going to share how he's been doing it and what he's been breeding and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get to this.
Hey YouTube.
Hi John, you want to go ahead and get us started here?
Okay. So down here we have electric blue rams, which is the thing I primarily breed are rams, and I've got two breeding pairs. So these are in Indianapolis city water. They're conditioned in that. I breed them in RO water and then transition them to this so that they have a better chance with whatever home they go to. So I have, I don't know, 100 in there.
Yeah, there's a ton. It'd be hard to count them all, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
They keep moving. So even at this age, they're starting to pair off. You can see by that little rock pile. They'll defend territories, and they'll even spawn at that size. But
Yeah.
usually the spawns that size are maybe 25 eggs, and they're not always fertile. So, but it's a good sign when they start doing that.
Yeah, blue on them is absolutely amazing. Love it. You got other fish in here too?
Yeah, there's some Corridor Schultzii, which we've had quite a few spawns of those lately. So those are in here to grow out, as well as a couple other tanks.
Nice. And what kind of sand are you using here?
So what I'm using there is sandblasting sand from
Okay.
Tractor Supply.
Okay.
So you can buy that for like $8 for a bag, and I can split that $8 bag between two 40-gallon breeders.
And it doesn't look very sharp either. See, I've heard very mixed reviews upon blasting sand. Like some of it can be sharp and some of it not so much, but this seems to be doing really well for you. Cory cats are loving it. I've actually been looking for a good black sand.
So this is my first time using it. It's an experiment, but it seems to be working.
Okay. Very cool. And up here you got a bunch more rams.
Yeah, so that's the next batch in line. Those are from a different pair. The parents of those are a lot lighter colored, so they're more of a frosted blue rather than the electric blue, but they're all from the same line.
Cool. And you got a lot of filtration going on here, I see.
Yeah, so that's a DIY filter with K1 micro, and I got the sponge filter and then the Tetra Whisper 40i. So
Okay.
the 40i does a good job of keeping the particulates out of the tank. The sponge filter and the other one don't do that so much.
All right, so you kind of use that to polish it, the one in
Yeah.
the middle there?
And then I use filter floss in there, and then the top layer is this Serpa.
Is that
it's
what
kinda
that yellow
it's
stuff
yeah,
is?
it's like a green type of floss, but it's finer, and it's reusable. You can rinse it out, and that really does a good job.
Love how these guys will follow you too.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes. They were earlier.
Right here.
Oh, you got a trick for it?
So anybody who says rams are picky eaters, what we have here is just basic blackworm flake from Ken's Fish. Just throw it in there.
My goodness. You hear that? Wow.
They're like little piranhas.
That sounds so cool. I don't know if this is picking up on the mic, but you can just hear them all munching away at the top. Wow. And you normally feed them that much?
Yeah, they'll eat it all. The
Wow.
Corys on the bottom will pick up what they don't. So
There is probably like 100 of them in there too. That sounded so cool.
yeah, so in this tank we got Japanese rice fish. This again is a grow out, and then some more Cory Schultzii.
Lots of Corys.
There's probably a few baby rams that get sucked in there too. Once I don't know, they're everywhere.
That is hilarious. Wow, tons of Indian rice fish.
No, those are Japanese.
Or Japanese rice fish, yeah.
Yeah.
And you got a trick on how you breed those? How you been breeding your rice fish?
So I have the adults in a 10-gallon tank, and then I have just a spawning mop. I'll pluck the eggs out of that, put them in a little deli cup, kind of like with the plants in.
Okay.
And when they hatch, which is 2 to 3 weeks, I'll put them in a little 2.5-gallon tank to grow out until they get big enough to fend for themselves in here. It's not that the other ones will eat them. It's more, will they have a chance to get at any food?
Oh, okay. Hence why you use the
That's why you use a small tank
like
and all that. Yeah. So we can show that some too.
Show us the tank that you breed these guys in.
Sure.
Just over on this side. I definitely want to show your water system too. Okay. Here.
So this is more the breeding area. So we got the adults in there.
Oh my God! Look at that female. I've never seen a rice fish with that many eggs, and she's still super plump. That is absolutely amazing. And you're saying that they like to spawn in this spawning mop,
yeah,
more than at the top, right?
Well, they spawn enough in the spawning mop that I don't even have to worry about that.
About the top, so
yeah.
you never actually tested that. Interesting. Very cool fish.
And you'll notice they have a little bit of sparkle to them.
Yeah. Just still cannot get over. Oh, there's another one back there carrying a bunch of eggs too. Then your corridors back there.
Yeah, those are Corridorus decori.
Nice.
I haven't got them to spawn yet, so. So here, you want me to pull the mop out and see if there's any eggs?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's check it out.
So just pull it out, put it in a little tray. Squeeze some water out of it. Yeah.
Oh
right there.
yeah, they're
There's
all
some
over the
eggs.
place. Wow.
They're all in my hand and everything.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So these eggs
So
take,
when they're way developed, they're more black? Is that what
No.
I see? No, okay.
they got some of that gravel.
Nice. Yeah, they are littered everywhere.
So then what I'll do is
Nice.
usually just put those into a deli cup,
Yeah.
like that. And this is a good thing to do when you're watching TV. You can just
Right.
find the eggs,
through.
pick them, and oh, that's sand. Okay.
You ever just tried maybe removing the mop and replacing it with another mop?
Well, what I like with this, yeah, I can do that, because these mops get nasty after a while. But so when the eggs hatch, and I'll usually put a piece of Java moss in there.
Mm-hmm.
I can just leave the deli cups like that, and then when they hatch, they'll come swimming to the surface, and I'll take a little shot glass or something and just suck them into it, and put them into the 2.5 grow out.
Nice.
And then what we feed them is Hikari First Bites.
Okay. And you ever have any troubles with like fungus on them or anything?
You know, I've had
Doing
some
it that
fungus,
way?
but I've had,
Not to
they're so
amount to
productive
anything?
that it doesn't matter because,
Okay. Because it's kind of normal for some eggs to fungus
Right.
in a batch of.
so you can
Fish
see how
and
many we
stuff.
have in that.
Yeah,
that
that's
one tank.
crazy. So
So.
you're obviously successful with what you're doing here, as many as you've got going.
Yeah, so this mop's been in there since Friday, and it's
Awesome.
Sunday, so like 3 days.
Wow. Wow.
It's impossible to get them all off because there's just so many.
Yeah, you spent a long time picking those.
Yeah.
And they were pretty hard eggs.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You just feel them and roll them around your fingers. And
Yeah. Pretty
want
tough.
close up.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then they fall in there sometimes. So for a long time I was using the RO.
Okay.
But that was basically because I didn't have set up for both. So now I'm using Indianapolis.
Okay, Indiana tap water. So
Yeah.
what's that, about 400 TDS around here?
Yeah, I don't even measure it for these guys. The only thing I measure
usually 3 or
TDS
400.
on is the rams.
Yeah. You got a ton of baby Corys over here, right?
Yep, those are
The Schultz size again?
Schultz Gold line. And there's some really small ones in there, like maybe 1/8 of an inch.
Very cool. And you're saying they like to spawn up by the
Yeah,
filter,
so
right?
the adults are in here. It's a really grungy tank with a lot of Java moss, a few tetras in there. And after a water change, there's the mama right there.
Oh yeah.
See?
Just come out, both of them. I think you might have a pair right there just hanging out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like-
they're probably coming out to be like, hey, we're
There's
about
like-
to spawn.
4 or 5 in there.
Because didn't you say you're surprised they haven't spawned in
You
here?
feed them blackworms and do a water change, and then do the hang on the back filter,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll usually spawn within a day or two.
Nice. So they're just probably waiting for us to get out of the way so they can lay all up over
They're
there.
not shy.
Yeah, they're not shy. They'll do it in front of
They'll
you.
do it. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
This giant snake.
And here's where you drain your water, I guess. and take
Yeah.
it
So
in.
this goes directly into the sump pump,
Nice. So that makes the water changes super fast.
and I'll just use a siphon to do from the tank to here, and then this is connected up for the water inflow, and I can switch it between tap water that's filtered or RO.
Nice, nice. So kind of like my system is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of copied, but
Very cool.
It's different.
But a little different, yeah.
yeah.
But
I
Tiffany's
got,
so quick
I got
fill.
these
God, I love
valves
that.
off these ideas.
Yeah.
So, but it's not a perfect system. This has still got water in it, so in theory, it's
Oh, because it's
It
already
hasn't-
in the water.
it's
Yeah, it
already
can't
in
really
there.
drop down.
so
Huh.
it could create a suction.
Yeah, interesting.
A 20-gallon barrel there, and that's where the RO gets pumped into. I got an
Okay.
RO buddy in the other part of the basement with a float valve.
Nice.
So that fills up, and then it's room temperature.
Ready to go, huh? And these are your breeding rams here?
So these are the breeding rams for that bottom tank that we were looking at earlier.
Okay.
So they spawn in
She's
those little
looking cool.
dishes. I let the parents raise the fry.
Beautiful.
Their last batch of fry. Their last batch of fries in that grungy tank. Those are going to get moved to a clean
They
tank.
probably love that grunge though, don't
Yeah.
they?
They do good.
How many are in there? And that's just a 10-gallon, right?
Why don't you
There's
count
probably
them?
100 in a 10-gallon.
Yeah, and there's always some
Wow.
attrition. So
Like they just keep going back, all the way back to the back. That's so cool. And you're keeping, what temperature are you keeping these?
I keep them all at 82 to 84.
82 to 84. What about the rice fish?
Probably 70s.
70?
High
Okay,
70s.
so you don't keep them as one.
Yeah, that makes it harder. Not everything's the same temp.
Yeah. Very cool.
So we've got another pair of rams over here. These are the frosted ones, and they have eggs in the cup.
Yeah. They're all eyed up. So you can tell they're all real healthy. Very, very cool.
I find it easier to just leave the parents in there if they'll take care of them.
Yeah.
They clean out the fungus ones.
Very cool. These guys are really neat.
So those are dark gene rams. Unfortunately, I only have 2 males. So if somebody had one female, I could trade them.
Hey, let us
me
know.
So in here I have some baby dark gene ones that they spawned yesterday, and the eggs fungused.
Kicked them all up over the place.
Where did they go?
Where did they go? Oh, they're back here.
Oh, yeah, I see them.
There.
So they don't have to be very big to be old enough to spawn.
Very cool. And you're keeping the shrimp too, I see.
Yeah, got some cherry shrimp in here.
They're looking pretty good. Some nice crypts.
Fascinating to watch.
What kind of sword or plane is it?
That's a purple sword.
Okay.
Or a purple night sword, I think is what it's called.
Yeah. Where'd you get that at?
I found it.
Did you?
No. I got two there, and I got one in with Stanley the beta.
Do you know how much those cost?
So what I did with those is I found those at PetSmart.
Did you really?
With their tissue cultures.
What?
And it was like $8. And I got like 5 plants out of it.
I think I paid like $45 for mine. I think I might have got ripped off.
Well, those are tissue culture, and I had to grow them, so.
Well, they're doing pretty good.
They're cool.
That is awesome, yeah. I've been trying to get mine to grow. Very neat.
So maybe I should hap it, and you could buy it at the auction.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You can get it cheaper than 40.
Yeah, right? Well, I've got one in the 240. It's just slow growing.
Yeah.
And you got a bunch of bristlenose, too. You've been breeding
Got
out.
some bristlenose. So the parents of those have been throwing browns and reds. So, and they love the cucumber.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
But
guessing that's why the water's like it is. It's
Yeah,
that
well, they don't eat
cucumber.
the seeds, and the seeds are hard to clean up. So,
Yeah.
and then there's some of the lion's eye that we.
Goody eggs.
Yeah, those I just picked up recently, so they have to grow out. Try to double up on tanks.
What do you got going on in this little tank?
That's what I call my drop tank.
Your drop tank?
Yep, that's where I put the females in there, the
Okay.
livebearers, hoping they'll drop.
Okay.
So that's the black metal jacket guppy.
All right. Yeah, I thought I saw one with the rice fish here, right?
No, it's in with the black rams.
Oh, the black rams.
Yeah, in the top right.
Where is he at?
No, right here.
Oh. Beautiful guppy. What was it? Oh, let's talk about this pisto down here.
Yeah.
You got a pretty cool pisto down here.
So in here are a Pistogramma agassizii. They're a wild coloring. There's the male.
Very neat.
So the females are much smaller. They spawn in caves, and the female will guard the eggs and the babies. And when she has eggs, she'll be a bright yellow with a black line through her eye, and then a black eye spot in the middle of her body.
And that's how you can tell when she's pregnant?
That's how you tell when she's brooding.
That's really cool. How they have a telltale like that.
Yeah.
They get along all right with those cardinals, huh?
Those are dithers. So.
Okay, make them feel more
They work,
comfortable.
yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
And being next door to the rams, they kind of
Can they see each other? Yeah, I'm guessing they can.
they flash at each other. So.
Got vinegar eels up there, and you said you've been feeding microworms and stuff as well.
Yeah, so the babies get microworms. You just brush off the sides with a little watercolor brush.
Okay.
Dip it in the tank.
Nice.
And that's good for the rams when they hatch. When they start going free swimming, they need something really small.
And looks like you got your air pump station here. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, until I can afford a pump like
Oh, big pump.
all the big guys.
You just gang valved them. Nice.
Yeah.
I actually just unplugged all my pumps in my garage last night. Alright everybody, so there you have it. Some nice tips on breeding rams and rice fish. and how he's been breeding his Schwartz eyes and all kinds of stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe. If you guys haven't checked out any local fish clubs or seen if any are local to you, I recommend doing that. Local fish clubs are great, and you get to meet people like this that have experience doing this kind of stuff. And yeah, I guess
it's all good. You meet people like Lucas too. So
yeah.
You never know.
And we all got something to share with each other, and that's what's great about this hobby. So hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, everybody, have a great one.